Hey everybody, welcome back to the Riot Games League of Legends Dominion live stream. We are here live in Los Angeles for the third and final day of bringing you a bunch of live games of Dominion. We'll be here for 3 hours, so don't go away after each game. And we're going to bring you about 6 games of Dominion. These games will only take about 20, 21, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more minutes. So the math works out, being able to pretty much put on 6 games over 3 hours. It's pretty sweet. So that's what we're going to bring to you guys. In addition, we've, of course, brought out a lot of Rioters here to play, as it is a 5v5 map, and it requires actual people to play actual games. So we're going to introduce your stellar Rioters for the day. Up first, we have Jessica, also known as Nomcat, both IRL and online, possibly. But she is an associate producer on the Champion and Dominion teams, so big ups there. Next over, we have Leslie from Player Support. Awesome. That's really all I have to say. Like, you don't have clever names, so I can't really do much there. Sam reprising his role as the guy to blame when the servers go down. He is on the knock, and basically, if anything is going awry, he can keep track of that and be like, guys, stuff's going on, and we can fix it.
We'll give you his phone number later.
Keep that going on. Next on over, we have Andrea, who's on the game design team. Always awesome stuff over there. One over from that is Clifton. He is on QA, specifically on, I believe, Champion and Live. So Champion's coming up, New Balance is always awesome. So moving the camera on over to the other side. That by the way, was the blue team. They're going to be the blue team all day. Next over, we have Colt, also known as Ezreal. He did make that Champion. He's also been a designer on Dominion for some time, so big ups there. Next over, Alan from IT, helps set up the game, keeps us equipped. Always awesome to have this guy. Super cool bro. Next on over is Mark. He is a producer on Dominion as well, so he's been lending his aid there and making that super awesome. We're happy to have him. Over one more, we have Joe, who is a designer on Dominion, and right now is actually making Champions. He's made Talon. He's coming out in just a little bit, so that'll be pretty awesome. And finally, we have Taryn, who was, by the way, very thankful for all your at Neanderly threads after that stream yesterday. And she is on release QA, making sure that our builds are good when the game goes live and all that kind of fun stuff. We have Rivington over here. Introduce yourself.
Hi, Player Support, putting you back in the game and taking you out when you shouldn't be doing those things. So be good in game.
Nice. And I am Freak. I'm a community coordinator. I post on the forums and make videos and stuff, kind of whatever. But of course, mostly we're here to cast and bring you guys Dominion. By the way, this is the official gesture of Dominion. So I believe, exactly. Everyone's doing it back. Yeah, this is Summoner's Rift, or coming with us to DreamHack.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, I believe we are ready to start the game, so if you guys are ready to go, I see the bright orange button has been clicked, and we are into our awesome blind pick. They're going to pick their champions up real fast, and we're going to be on our way into Dominion. So yes, this is the gesture. What other cool do you have that we could use?
I'm not sure. I mean, this is the third and final day. We pretty much used up everything.
Well, I know there's like 7 for hello, right? You got this one. You have like the none at all. Ooh, I like it. Is it 2 rolls?
That's the welcome back. We're ready.
Oh, that was 3. Oh. So, okay, so wait, is this hello and then this is welcome back?
People.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh. So you
distribute to everybody. 1, 2. Oh, third just showed up.
Okay, that's fair.
Anyway, these guys picking.
Yeah, go for
See
it.
what they have here. We have that you see on the bottom right. If you're just joining us for the first day of streaming, that's very unfortunate because we had 2 full days of 3 hours, which is 6 hours of awesome. And now we have a third and final day of intensity and awesome because they're going to be going head-to-head here. The Crystal Scar on the bottom right, which is where Dominion takes place. It is a pretty much mining town, and it has 5 capture points that you want to be able to take over. It has a refinery, the quarry, the boneyard, the windmill, and on the top right, the drill. Each base has an equidistant point, which is the windmill. That's up top. We'll see that as they get into game. And you're going to see a lot of action towards that top point right off the bat. There'll be a few towards bottom. That's a strategy. You kind of want to hold the bottom of the map as well. But the top is really where the nitty-gritty starts out and all the action. There's speed shrines around the map to hit. You'll see that right off the bat. And there's a lot of other new things that we start in the map with. You start at level 3, 1,375 gold. Let's check out the team comp, as once you get into the map, it'll be a lot easier to see all this as we talk about it. So let's see what kind of team comp you have. Why would they be choosing these characters, and what would be the advantage on
So I think it's obvious that Nomcat misses Nikasaur because she's taking Sona in her place. So I'm glad that she's with us in spirit. We have Sam Doan on Ezreal, reprising the role there, playing a little bit of Ezreal, going to be ranged AD, pretty pokey, pretty fast. It's going to be pretty good. We have Cassidon in there, Aurelia, So those are two really sort of fast blinker guys as well, pretty good at jumping on a single guy, bursting him down. Heimerdinger actually a great defensive and pushing role, kind of has that dual role on this map, drops down those turrets, keeps his point safe, and then uses grenades and rockets to actually push onto the enemy lineup. That's going to do a lot of good things there. On the other side, we have Renekton, big jump in there, kill you fighter guy. Amumu, really tanky, kill you fighter guy. We have Caitlyn, long range assassin type, sniper sort of mass DPS, trying to kill people from range. We have Nidalee, so surprised there, of course. Nidalee also really fast on this map. Haste actually is a pretty big, important thing here. We didn't see Singed a lot, but Singed actually pretty strong there as well. And we have Rumble, and Rumble's a big get-in-your-face, sort of bruiser mage type. So everyone sort of right now is slated a little bit towards fighting more so than typical lineups. We haven't seen an Alistar all day. But, you know, they all have sort of different roles, and they're going to sort of perform different things. Of course, Sona, a support. Shocking, I know, but in fact, support champion, they're going to be assisting her allies. Should be pretty good.
Indeed. As we see, the map is absolutely alive. The summoners have summoned their champions using the extra power here to begin the Nexus. You can see the Nexus charging up as each piece of the bridge continues to close itself in, and then right to the tip of the fountain. Each fountain has two of those turrets that it usually has, the fountain lasers. There's one on each side, so you can't be diving the enemy's fountain as you go in. And if you get the 4 cap, we may see that in one of these games. Is pretty much known to be one of the best caps. That 5 cap will spread your team out thin, so you got to be very careful, and we'll see you'll have that dominance. Looks like we have Heimer going bottom for the blue team, and that's going to be a face-off against Caitlyn as they go for Quarry and Boneyard. And as we said before, Freak, we're going to have a lot of these guys that split off right after that extra point to go for that big battle up top right in the beginning here. Yep. It looks like it's a 3v3 that's going to be happening.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3v3 up top, Cassidy and Aurelia and Ezreal versus Rumble, plus Amumu, plus Renekton, and they are off into the battle. Looks like, wow, Amumu in there right away. Ezreal taking a bit of damage. They're going to keep jumping on him. There is Rumble. He's going to go for it. He's been exhausted, but Ezreal, oh, nice jump over the wall. Going to be safe. Drill's been captured, so pretty much equal points here. And the fight is still on. Nidalee and Sona have made their ways in. It's still a 4v4. Everyone's taking damage, but no one is quite dead just yet. Now Mark going to be dropped down. That's the first kill. Grabbed right there. Moving on some more. And there's another one dropped down. Sona with a double kill, actually. Nice stuff there, and I don't think I missed any deaths. So yeah, that was the oh no, 3 kills. There's another death in there that I just completely whiffed on. But either way, they've got that top capture point, and the blue team off to an incredibly strong advantage right now. Yeah, it was a really good job, and you see the advantage of having characters that can blink away. Ezreal took an exhaust, and that was pretty much what denied from Rumble. Ezreal shifted over the wall, as you said. That was a wasted exhaust. Sona was able to come up right from the refinery and start to help the team heal. So that was very big for that play, as they now pretty much aggressively push straight for the other side. Usually you'll see a team set up, make sure their points are good, and then they'll start to make an offensive push. But blue team very aggressive right now, taking down Rumble at the drill, almost grabbing him. Him and Amumu only have a little bit of health. Now that they've captured that point, it will start to attack back. You can see Sam getting hit right there very hard, and he kind of just phase tanks it for Sona to kind of decap the point, but no go there. Valiant attempt. It was a 1-for-1 in trade on kills, and it looks like a 3-2 now in favor of purple as they have grabbed the quarry. Yeah, and Caitlyn doing a good job. They're pushing the bottom lane. Now looks like we have Cassidy coming by to help out. They're going to do a lot of damage to these minions. And yep, they're going to shift on over. They do have minions now spawning to help capture that point. Every capture point that you control that's adjacent to an enemy-controlled capture point, it will spawn minions towards that point. So, of course, this guy not spawning minions left because it's a friendly point, but these two capture points are doing battle on the left-hand side of the map. Adjacent, conflicting points going to spawn, going to spam minions at each other. Going to do cool stuff. So, let's see what else we can do. Looks like Renekton actually trying to go towards the top of the map. Has taken that Greater Relic. That's that big shield onto him. Chasing down Aurelia, who actually is minus boots right now. So, probably going to be very dead rather soon. Going to go for that stun, keep himself alive for a little bit, but Amumu shows up, picks up that kill. It's going to be a 2 versus 0 capture, but here comes Ezreal trying to defend that. Going to do nice AoEs, blocking him out for now. This capture point, of course, doing some good things, keeping him alive, but a great ult from Amumu. They're going to pick up Ezreal quite easily, and he's dropped down, and again, they will capture that point pretty successfully. Now, that point in the top right, that drill was neutralized, but it's being taken back by a purple team, so going to be nice there. But, oh, Cassidy coming back. It's been neutralized, but he's into this fight. Going to do a lot of damage to this Renekton, but Renekton now ulting, going to make it very, very difficult for this Cassidy to win this fight. He's still running away right now. He could burst a couple more spells. His health, are going to pick that one up? Yes, he will. 151 health picked up by that one. Those do increase over time, so they're worth a little bit towards the early game. They're worth more and more as the game goes on. But getting jumped on by Nidalee, trying to get away, will do so for now. Dodges that spear. Rather, she missed it. Ezra coming by, doing a lot of damage. Yeah, she's going to take a lot of damage there. Whiffs the E from Cassidy. Still Ezra putting out a lot of damage, healing herself, trying to get away from these guys now.
Yeah, it's really not going to help his team too much, especially with somebody like Ezreal that can be around the map so quickly and help them. We do see that new capture point objectives have come up. These are quests on the map. We're going to see them in the bottom 2 respective capture points. The right one on purple right now needs to be defended by purple and taken by blue, and vice versa. Same thing with the other point at the quarry. If it is taken and neutralized, the point is not yet captured. It has to be all the way down and then all the way recaptured. So that is the way you get the quest. It is going to give your team the Mark of the Conqueror, which is 10% extra damage to your attacks and abilities, as well as a nice 20-point hit on your enemy's nexus, which is exactly what they need right now. Purple's 4 and 1 cap, or 4 to 1 cap before, really helped them tick down on the blue nexus. It is 387 to 436 in favor of the purple team right now, and really this quest for blue would be a huge help, and it's something that they need, a little bit of a power play for themselves, especially to get that buff and carry on.
Yeah, they're going to be in really good shape right here. Looks like actually a great trap coming out, but it's going to die to a grenade anyway. But that was a nice little bait by Caitlyn. Jumped into the brush, dropped the trap down, and walked away. Cassidy walked right onto it, but it was the help of Heimerdinger to let them pick up that kill. So great job there. 3-2 overall the captures for blue team. Now they're down by about 50 nexus health, but they're ticking down onto the enemy one now. So actually 30. I'm good at counting. Slash math. Yeah. And wow, look at that, neatly going down. And now it's Renekton trying to well, fight 1v3 is not great. He's going to drop a nice garrison there, and that's going to do with damage to that turret. But now he's taking a lot of spam from Cassidy, and Heimerdinger still chasing down, trying to regenerate his health, but he's now going to have to back off, and the minion line is actually quite massive. He could almost drop down, will not quite do so. Ezreal picking up that health relic, stealing it away from Cassidy. Good team player there. Ult comes up from Ezreal, will not get anyone, but yeah, goodbye, maybe you're out to drop down. No, good tank from there, and going to survive just barely. Rocket's coming out, but going to be okay. And I want to point out that blue team is Team Tier the Goddess. They just got 1 Archangel Staff, but it was 4 tiers versus 0. They really wanted Vex mana.
Yeah, they really are. You know, as you said, it's a little bit more mana regeneration. And for somebody like Heimerdinger, that's amazing. You can just put down turrets, not really worry about a capture point, and make your way out. You can see in a 2v1 situation here, feels a little bit comfortable, but catches that spear, a little bit of a touchdown as he makes his way back to the capture point. Very nice job there, sticky hands. And it is 3-2 on the captures right now. Purple team getting ticked down a little bit, 384 to 397, and it looks like they will be able to tie up this game at 384 even all if they can hold this. Sona almost going down from a single spear there as a Q taken from Sam. And if you notice things like Nidalee and not so much Nidalee, but I was gonna reference the Q of Caitlyn can pass over champions, and that's a very effective thing to have on Dominion here. On Crystal Scar, is that you can pass through those enemy champions as they're capturing and stop more than one from capturing. Yeah, you're going to have to attack everybody to stop them. But with things like that and Ezreal's W, you can just pass that over everybody, head out, and it's a really good strategy.
Yeah, anyone with a long range sort of skill shot poke. Generally, skill shots are longer range than click spells. So dudes with skill shots actually really strong in Dominion because again, they're channeling. If you miss on a channeling dude, I mean that's just your fault. So if there's a channeling dude, you shoot him with a skill shot. It's going to help you out quite a lot. Looks like that will be a kill onto Renekton. They're keeping his bottom left point alive. Although purple team actually has neutralized the top middle of that windmill, but Aurelia chasing down Amumu. Good stun from Amumu. But Aurelia's going to be in pretty good shape here. Might pick up that kill. Has activated Heat 10 style. Will pick that one up. Good job, Aurelia. And going to keep pushing on through. Oh, Cassidy got crushed in the face right there. And ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
This bottom point is at 50% right now. As the blue team has captured it, it will slowly creep up. They can't do anything about that speed right now. Garrison may make that go a little bit faster, but for them capturing it, they just have to let it roll on through. Looks like Aurelia going for a good push here. She is kind of on the other side of the map, of knowing that the focus is bottom. She's going to go and do what she needs to do. A very nice spear, just kind of splits the defense there and takes out Sona pretty nicely across the capture point. And on the west side of this point right now, it looks like Caitlyn is down bottom trying to clear these minions so they can get their minions on. Nidalee was doing a very nice job bringing it down to 25%. That capture quest almost grabbed by the purple team. And right now, 373 to 357. Blue team is pulled into the lead by about 20 points here.
Yeah, good job by that. And notice something while looking at the lineups, by the way. I think the entire blue team's lineup has been designed by Ezreal. I'm pretty sure he made all of these champions. So, yeah, he looks at me and smiles and doesn't shake his head. So, yes, apparently so. So, random point there for those who wonder, if you like the blue team champions, you just got to blame when we talk about him later on in the show. But yeah, he says you're right. See, there we go.
Oh, you're right.
He doesn't realize for the first minute and a half or whatever. All right, but moving on now, we got a lot of spam going off from this point. A lot of skill shot spam from Ezreal and Heimerdinger, and they're actually doing some pretty good damage here. They dodged that Caitlyn Q. He whips that one, but whoa, man, Renekton, you're getting bursted on. He's down to about 1/4 health, getting lower. Ezreal pushing out some more damage, going to get dropped down though. And looks like Renekton will make it out, but Cassidy getting low. Heimerdinger going up for that spam, does a little bit more damage. Get nice stun on that Caitlyn. More skill shots coming out. Actually whiffs again. That's 2 straight Qs he's missed. And now Needly pushing through onto his minions. Going to keep this point alive. But again, this bottom right and his bottom left point. Whiffed spear. I like how he scrolled away.